Good day, everyone. My name is Jide Akingbondere, the founder of Jurishub. Right here with us today, I have Right Honorable Emmanuel Jolayemi. Please
Thank you
can you
so
introduce
much.
yourself to us?
I am Right Honorable Emmanuel Jolayemi, the Legislative Speaker of the Law Students Representative Council, Union. Thank you.
Please can you tell us about your journey in the Legislative House, please?
Okay, so basically, I joined the House in my fourth year and I became an honorable. We call ourselves honorable, yeah? In the Nigeria setting, they are being called senators or members of the House of Rep, but we are being regarded to as honorables. After I joined the House, I proceeded to contest for the Deputy Speaker election, which I won. From there, I started a journey and I was really interested in legislative process. In my final year, my fifth year now on campus, I contested for the speaker, and God's willing, I became the speaker through the support of the members of the House. So that has been it so far. But right from time, I've been involved in the Executive Council and not the legislature, not until my fourth year.
Thank you for that. What inspired you to go for the post?
Really, for me, growing up, I tell myself that I want to be a senator. Yeah. But I was thinking I needed to grow from somewhere. I needed to build capacity from somewhere. And that is what flows my interest into student politics, really, not to even talk of being in the legislature. So that is it on that aspect.
How can you define leadership in university community?
Leadership really is not about holding posts for me. It is about your service. It is about your impact. It is about what you want to do. You know, a lot of people, let me just put it that they just want to carry the name. Okay, I am a honorable member. I am the president. I am the vice president. But are they really ready to serve? So leadership is about service. That is my definition of leadership, not just about holding posts.
So, what's your biggest challenge have you faced in this leadership journey?
My biggest challenge, my biggest challenge will be navigating. Yes, because I'm into a lot of things, and it got to a point that I was actually thinking, how will I balance all of these things? But at the end of the day, I found my way, and that is what leadership is about. Leadership is tasking. It will take your time. You really need wisdom to navigate your way and to know, okay, this is what I want to do for you to gain your balance. That is just it.
Thank you for that. How do you balance leadership with your education?
I would like to state this first. Coming to this uni, our primary purpose is our academics. Yeah? So nothing should undermine our academics. Nothing whatsoever should compete with our academics. So definitely for you to go into politics, before you go into leadership, count your costs. That is what I tell myself. There are some positions I was looking up to, I mean higher positions, but I had to back out because I counted my costs. This might affect me academically. I let go of them. Because your parents will know here that it is because you are serving as one speaker. That is why you failed. So if you know you don't have the capacity to balance the two, academics, leadership, and other engagements that you even have, it is better you stay clear and focus on your academics. Only if you know that, okay, you are not ready for academics, then you cannot venture fully into what you have interest in.
Can you tell us about the biggest challenge you have faced in this journey?
So far, I won't say it's a big challenge, but it's just about fixing time for our sessions. You know, it can be overwhelming sometimes when you have over 10 members, and each of these 10 members to their students, and they're having classes. You as a person, you're having classes, yet you have to perform your duties. Then we need to come to a compromise that, okay, when we this party not have class, so when we this party not have class, so that we can just have that free day for us. Yeah. So timing too is part of what we work with. For example, if the honorables in 200 level, 300 level, they're having classes in a stated date for our plenary, that means automatically we have to cancel that plenary for that day. So that brought us to a compromise that, okay, when is it that no level will be having a class? Or let us look for a suitable time. If it is 12 to 2 p.m., let us have it. So I think the issue of timing is still like the biggest challenge I can say. Because for me, I don't weigh challenges. Yeah, I see possibilities.
So can you share with all the skills you have learned from this leadership journey?
Really, as a leader, you need to possess some skills, and in your course of leadership, you will learn one or two. I would say I've learned listening skills more. I'll bring it back to the house. In the house, the speaker is to serve as like an umpire who is just there and listening. So I don't really have to talk much. My honorables have to do the talking. We want to present this, we want to do this, we have this question. So I need to just give them my hearing ears and just pay attention. So that listening skill is very important. I've also learned this too because we are representing our students. Those that you are representing, we want to talk to you. You need to listen to them. That is one key thing to leadership. You need to learn the ability to listen. It is not every time you talk. I feel leaders should do more of action than talking. That's one of the most potent skills I would say I've learned, listening skill. And another one is the ability to balance yourself. Like I said, I'm involved in quite a lot of things on campus, but one is not affecting the other. I still find my balance. So I believe that in years to come, when we have more responsibilities, these skills that I've learned from now would help me to do something by then.
Thank you for that. Please, can you tell us how the student leaders can promote a good environment for their colleagues?
All right. So every student leader that is watching this, what I will say is, before picking up the form that you want to contest, please count your costs. Are you really ready to serve the people, or you just want the name? You just want to be addressed as Mr. Speaker? You just want to be addressed as Deputy Speaker? Do you really want to serve? Do you want to make an impact? Is there something that you can see that is wrong that you want to make right? Because I won't lie to you, leaders of nowadays, they are just there for the name and the prestige. People are not ready to serve anymore. At least we've heard about stories of some of our past leaders that did remarkable things, even in our college. They did a lot of things, and we can say, wow, they laid the path for us. So why is it that we are coming, we are not even ready to do half of what they've done? We're already complaining. So please, service must go with leadership. Leadership is servanthood. It is not for you to be the boss. It is a call to serve. That is my advice to anybody that is coming. Please be ready to serve, regardless of the odds.
Yeah, thank you for the answer. So, what role can a law student go in student governance and advocacy?
Can you come again?
What role can a law student go for in student government and advocacy?
Okay, I won't limit it to being a law student, but permit me to say this. We as law students, we are being regarded to as learned colleagues. Let me say lawyers generally. So if you're not bringing it to law students, we should know more about the law. We should not be the one that will attain leadership position and will go against the law. Because there's a maxim that says, ignorance of the law is not an excuse. So you being a custodian of the law, even as a student, a law student, you should not go against that so-called law. So just imagine a law student in the aims of affair. He or she will be able to perform more if such person is ready based on the teaching that the person has.
Thank you for that answer. So, how important is the legislative leadership in student affairs?
You see, the legislative arm of government is not an arm that can be left out. It is not possible. Because we are the lawmakers. We see to approval of budgets. Any appointments that is being made by the Executive Council has to pass through us for ratification before it can be valid. So there's no way you can sideline the legislative arm. It is not possible. It is only if we don't want to foster the principle of democracy and rule of law.
Okay, thank you for that answer. So, what improvement would you like to see in student leadership?
Truthfully, like I've been saying, the improvement I want to see is in the area of service. If you know you can't hold more than a post, don't hold two. The single one you are holding, you are not performing. But because of greed, because of prestige, because you just want to carry the name, you are going for another one. Please let us detest from such. Even that one that you want to contest for, count your costs before contesting for it. Will I perform better as a public relation officer or a treasurer? Know the kind of capacity you have. And please, don't do anything outside of your capacity. If you know that you cannot participate, that you are not ready, don't contest. Don't come and waste our time. I'm serious. A whole lot of people have lost interest because of the actions of the so-called leaders. Because they'll be like, he's there, what is he doing? You are not telling me to come and lead. Is it not rubbish? Whereas people should see you and emulate you for the good deeds that you are doing, for the impact that you are making.
Thank you. So, what value protect your decision?
The value that I uphold most in life is integrity and honesty. Both might appear similar, but they are different. Honesty is the quality of saying the truth. I love it when people are truthful. When you don't dabble your way into something, just be plain, be pure. Transparency is another principle because it is very important for the legislative arm of government to be transparent because we are acting as a check on the Executive Council. Definitely, they have to give us reports which we must carry the society along about.
Okay, thank you for that answer. So, as a legislative speaker, how do you handle criticism and opposition?
All right. Back then in our secondary school days, they taught us constructive criticism and the other. I'm telling you, even if you are the best person, like you give your life to people, they will still criticize you. Some people will still come and tell you that, yeah, mumu leader, why you say go live your life for them? So definitely criticisms will come, but it depends on you to now break it down. Pick the one that should work for you. I'm telling you, this is my approach to criticism. When I'm receiving them, I look at them, okay, is this something I can work on that will be beneficial to me? I might not know. And people will tell me that this is what you are doing that is bad. It is good. It is actually good to get reports about your affairs. But don't take it the other way. If you know it is not peculiar to you, let's go of it. Because some criticisms are destructive and not constructive. Constructive criticisms are for growth, while destructive criticisms are not healthy. So if you can weigh and see that this criticism is not for my good, it is not a constructive one, it is not suitable for my growth, please stay clear of it.
Thank you. So, what has influenced your leadership style?
What has influenced my leadership style has actually been me following up on Nigeria political structure. Growing up in my house, you watch news every time. So looking at the president traveling, the speaker, the Senate president, and all of these people, I was moved. And another thing that still influenced me was those that I came in contact with. My siblings, they were student leaders. The mentor I met while I was in 100 level is one of the best leaders I've met. So he put me through, explain this, explain that, and from there I was able to build myself. Because I won't lie to you, mentorship is not enough. You can have the best mentor, but if you are not ready to grow, you are wasting your time. So after building, after growing, then I was able to see that, okay, I'm on the right track with those that have been watching.
Thank you for the answer. So, what advice would you like to give to students who are interested in leadership but are afraid to go for the leadership?
The first thing I will say is this: don't let them tell you you can't. That's one of the mantra that I uphold in life. I always say this: weigh your life. If you can balance it, if you are ready, go for it. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do it. I'm telling you, a lot of successful men and women out there, one way or the other, they might have received you, who are you, you can't do it. But look at where they are today. So don't let them tell you you can't. I'm telling you, if you feel you have the capacity, you don't have to be built in a day. Just start. And from there, start growing. Start growing. Start growing. And you will see how far you've grown with time.
Thank you. So, how can a student balance academics with personal life?
To balance your academics with your personal life, you just have to do more of time management. It is very important. You plan your day. Though there are some situations whereby impromptu meetings or some other things will come in, but you plan your time. From this time to this time, this is what I'm doing. From this time to this time, this is my break time. From this time to this time, I am reading my book. From now till later, it is for administrative duties. You need to master the act of time management. In life, it is very important. Even as a student, you need to master the art of, because there are a lot of distractions, I'm telling you. There is time, but there are a lot of distractions. But if you can master the art of time management, you will be able to achieve.
Thank you. So, what mistake should young leaders avoid?
Avoid the mistake of thinking you have to be perfect before you start. Thinking you need to have everything you need. My brothers and sisters, just start. That is one of the... And another thing I would like to say is this. There are a lot of voices around us. I would just advise that you filter the voices that you listen to. You might have 1, 2, 3 friends, or even your siblings. You might have a decision you want to carry out, and this person will tell you, don't do it. Another will tell you, do it. This one will tell you, don't do it. But you need to filter the voices and come back to your own self, even after seeking for advice and all, going up and down. Then sit down, reflect on it. What do I want to do? Please have the ability to make decisions on your own. That is one of the biggest mistakes you can make if you can't decide what you want for yourself. You need the capacity, the ability to make decisions without any interference.
Thank you for the answer. Okay, so how has leadership experience prepared you for life after university?
Like I said, I have interest in governance and politics. And I told myself, this is actually a ground for you to grow. I have learned a lot. when I failed, when I succeeded. Those are the things that keep me going. Because when I fail, I don't want to remain there. I take my failure and turn it to a success. So in life, you will lose, you will win. But imagine if you've not been built enough to embrace losing sometimes. You feel down when you lose it. You might want to give up. But you've beat yourself over time. You might want to do some things, it will not happen. You'll be pained, we are humans. But then you know that if you press on, you will achieve what you want.
Thank you. So, what message would you like to pass to students who are interested in leadership?
To any student that is interested in leadership, I feel the first thing you should do is personal dialogue. Discuss it with yourself. But if you are not gaining clarity, you can reach out to someone that you look up to. You might not even look up to the person, but someone that has been in the system, someone with experience that can put you through. In life, we cannot do life alone. I won't lie to us. You need someone to put you through. When I started, I did not know anything, but I had someone that was putting me through. This is how you go. This is what you should do. This is what you should not do. And with time, you will grow into that person that they will come and approach to. So that is my advice for you.
Thank you, Honorable Jola. I really appreciate the opportunity you have given to me.
Thank you too for bringing me here.
See you next time, sir.
Thank you so much.